Welcome back from that break, and it's good to know you have joined us again on the program Good Morning Abuja, and it is coming to you from the Unity Station NTA Channel 5. Now, to our very first conversation on the program this morning, we want to talk about girl child. Yes, this topic interests me a lot. And to talk about girl child education and hygiene, we have Bilikisu Sule Otu, obviously a girl child advocate, and she's also the project executive director and head of operations, Zach's Foundation for Humanity. Bilikisu, welcome to the program.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining
Girl
us.
child education and hygiene is very, very important.
Mm.
And I like the fact that you have decided to take it from, catch them young, our girls. Now, talk to us about WASH initiative. What is it all about?
WASH is just an acronym for water, sanitation, and hygiene.
Okay.
So it aims to address a crucial issue of uh, water stability, availability, and sanitation practices.
Okay.
Okay, so why did you decide to choose the girl child? Why are you so concerned about their education?
Because when you educate a child, it's like you're educating the whole nation.
Okay.
They are the bedrock of every nation.
That's when you educate a girl
child,
okay?
just like you're educating the whole nation, because they are the bedrock of every nation. For a nation to be able to develop, you need to educate the girl child.
Okay.
So it is important because when a girl child is educated, she will be able to fight for her rights,
Okay.
especially on these cultural differences and education, all those cultural barriers that
Okay.
affect their education and the rest of it.
Okay.
Especially when we talk about early child marriage,
Okay.
gender violence, inequalities, and
Okay.
the rest of it. So when you educate a child, then the child will be able to fight against this injustice by be able to advocate for herself and the community around her. It's not only that, educating a child is like empowering that child.
Okay.
Because when you educate a child, you empower that child, and that child will be able to have that knowledge and the skill to be able to fight for her own justice when the time arises. Then it helps to empower, it creates empowerment opportunity for a girl child. Because when you educate it, educated women tend to have the opportunity to be able to work
Honestly.
in a place that will earn money. And when you earn enough money, you'll be able to use that money to develop your community.
Honestly.
And it will help in the growth of your community. Aside that, educating a child is like when an educated person, when you educate a person, it helps to uplift the family from poverty.
Sure.
It's a way of uplifting
Especially
the family.
when it involves
That's why
women.
if you educate a girl child,
Yes, you have
educate the
educated,
whole
yes,
nation.
yes.
Because it helps to fight against poverty, and it will reduce the level of poverty in the society.
Okay.
So that's why we're focused on addressing the issues affecting the girl child and preventing them, those barriers, significant barriers, preventing them from going to school,
Okay.
like cultural norms, lack of infrastructures, and the rest of it.
Okay. We know you have an NGO.
Yes.
So let's look at what your NGO is doing, intervention.
Okay, now NGOs will run series of programs like livelihood, education, health, environment, and agriculture. So under livelihood, we'll have a program with livelihood. We talk about these are food relief initiatives like emergency feeding and starvation relief.
Okay.
So under this livelihood, we have a program we call nutritional assistance program, which is NAP. So in this program, we give to the vulnerable people. When we meet the vulnerable, in your community, those that are
vulnerable, yes.
Still others that are more
of the poor.
Yes.
of the poor. These are our targets. So we give them monthly food packages. Like in the package, we have rice, like 6 kgs of rice, 6 kgs of beans, 2 liters of granite oil, crayfish, dry fish, and eggs.
Okay.
So that's what we call a nutritional assistance program. And so far, so we'll be able to meet 8,000 households.
Wow.
So far, and we are presently focused on North Central Nigeria. We are present in Kogi, in Nasarawa, in all the North Central states, including the FCT. And we're looking forward to expanding to other states.
Okay, you say you want how do you get the poor of the poorest?
There's a way we do it. We collaborate with community-based organizations.
Okay, yes.
So they are the ones, within your community. At times you have a local person, somebody that will volunteer. Like in your community, you can volunteer in your community because you are the one that knows those in your community that are poor. So when you come, we don't just go to place and just pack our cars and start giving out things. So we have people that, like, okay, in my community, these are the people that are poor. So we go there, we verify, because at times we'll be sharing food. People with you will be sharing them food. You discover that most of them are even blind. Some cannot even move from their home. So you have to enter their home. Those are our tribe. Those are the people who so far put in our register that are benefiting from us. And what makes it unique is that we don't just, because over the time when we go to the field and we share food, we at times often interview most of the beneficiaries. There are some of them that were into businesses before because of the economic situation. So they were unable to go back to their work. So we look at those people, especially the men and the women amongst them. So we teach them on, we introduce them to what we call socio-economic development. These are community-based initiatives which aim to address poverty, increase incomes, and promote individual, family, and community economic opportunities. So we train them on vocational training, empower them to be able to stand on their own so that they will not be depending on handouts.
Okay.
So,
when you go to a community and you find out, like you said, you go through their community, people that knows them very well. Do you have any platform where you also teach children who are supposed to be in school or they are not in
and
school?
what we do that when we discover that there are children that are supposed to be in school, we call on their parents to know the reason why they are not in school.
Okay.
So when they tell us their reason, what we do is that we pick those children and enroll them in school while we give in form of a scholarship to certain stage. Like some people, we give them from those that are supposed to be in this thing, we give them from private school. Some, because of financial constraint, they could not write their WAECs, but we help them to pay for their WAECs and ensure that we leave them from the society and then make them to become self-sufficient.
Since we're addressing girl child, in your final words, what is your advice?
My advice to parents is that empower your girl child. Because when you empower them, they will help in the economic development of your nation. They will help to reduce the rate of poverty in the country, and then will make us to move forward as a nation. Most importantly, empower your girl child. Empowerment is great for us.
Thank you so much. Yes, we've been speaking with Sule Otu-Bilikisu. I hope I'm right. She's the project executive, Zaks Foundation for Humanity, and also a girl child advocate. And we've been talking about the girl child education and hygiene. She has said a lot. You heard her story, how she goes down to make sure that every girl child, I don't want to use the word abandoned, because hearing the story of a girl who has been and then imagine that kind of information they have, that if they use the pad, they will not be able to give birth. That is wrong. That is wrong. Hope you've been able to inform you. And then you, as you go to your village or your community, please empower a girl child. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been wonderful having you. Thank you so much.